Is your horn tingling? Let's rub horns. Horns up, horns up, horns up, horns up, horns up. We are Unicorn Podcast.
Hello, Dusters. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the basement. Thank you for being here today. We are moving up in social dominance. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about baby Bitcoin, some very interesting information that I learned about Bitcoin that I think relates directly to us at Unicorn Fart Dust. First, thank you for being here. Thanks for being part of the basement. Thanks for being part of Duster Club. I hope you feel like you found a little home away from home, a little refuge from the storm, right? All of us face challenges in life. When you're here, you're with friends, you're part of a community. So thank you for being here. You are the most important part. Please share this on Twitter, retweet it, subscribe on YouTube. Okay, your comments are always very welcome. And my disclaimer, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. Don't buy or sell anything. Don't get engaged. Don't adopt a puppy. Don't book a vacation. Don't do anything based on anything that I say here today. But I do, in full disclosure, own what to my family is a very large position in Unicorn Fart Dust. Yes, our friend UFD. So our horns are aligned, and horns up, Dusters. Let's dive right in and take a look at what's going on in the world of social dominance. And this comes from our friend Ez the Duster. We've got some movement going on here, guys. UFD charged into 16th place, up from 18th yesterday. We're climbing, okay? Our community is flexing hard. This shocked me. We had a massive 366,000 engagements yesterday, okay, which was up from 256,000 the day before. That's a full 100,000 increase. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, engagements means that people actually saw it on their Twitter feed. I'll call it Twitter today, X Twitter, whatever you want to call it. But that's a lot. That's a third of 1 million engagements. We're still dominating, ranking second in token in the Pump.Fun ecosystem, right behind Fartcoin, right, with their whatever $1.2 billion, $1 billion market cap. So we are like right there, right with the big boys. Think about that, right? We are right next door to a coin that has a over $1 billion market cap. Now, this part in red I thought was very interesting. Said, Dusters, let's rally and rally hard, raid hard to storm the top 10. Our mentions are at 2.8 thousand, but if we push to 4K, we're guaranteed at least 12th or 11th place. And with 4 or 5K, we can challenge PopCat today at 10th place. Every post, every tag, every hype counts. Flood X with UFD love and close the gap. This momentum is our launch pad for massive growth. With the market heating up, UFD is ready to soar. Who is with me? So again, this came from our friend Ez the Duster. Thank you. Ez and Emma Bear have done just a great job tracking our social metrics, and it does matter, right? We are seeding the ground. Think about it that way. We're farmers. We're unicorn farmers, right? Every time that we get something about UFD on X, on YouTube, on what's that thing called? TikTok, TikTok, on Reddit, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on any of those, we are seeding the ground with UFD. We're going to talk later about this really cool advertising campaign that we have coming up with Crunch Fitness, but we are seeding the ground and we're doing it day by day. Let's go over and look at Bitcoin. Are we? Do you agree? Let me ask you a question. Duster, Diamond Hoof Duster, do you agree that we're baby Bitcoin? That's my belief. I know that in my heart that we are actually like Bitcoin when Bitcoin was a baby itself. So now we are Bitcoin, but Bitcoin has changed, right? It's been adopted by the mainstream financial world, right? Been adopted by BlackRock, the biggest institutional investor in the world. You know, I'm not putting Bitcoin down at all. It's the grandpappy, the grand poobah of all crypto. My hat is off. But I learned something yesterday, right, from a member of the community that just really opened my eyes to a massive opportunity, right, that UFD has, that we have, to convert some major big time whale buttercups. And that's Bitcoin. I was talking with this guy, and he turned me on to this idea that that Bitcoin now, there's a lot of people who were in Bitcoin in the earlier years who miss, okay, the sense of community. Now that Bitcoin has grown into this massive thing, and like I said, BlackRock's involved, whoever else, the sense of community, there's still definitely, look, I am not casting any shade onto Bitcoin. Don't accuse me of that. But it's evolved into this massive thing. And the sense of community, a lot of these original people miss that sense of community. And I was like, that's what we have. That's what we are, right? We've got a massive opportunity. Just think if we could get 2 or 3 or 5, or let the people in the Bitcoin, the old time Bitcoin people that miss when the community would take on initiatives and do things, create projects, be there strong for each other, right? In a smaller environment. Hey, that's us, guys. That is a massive, massive opportunity. I am going to start in some of my tweets putting $BTC to let some of these people know, like, hey, we are here. We would welcome you. And they've got a lot of experience as well. So I'm super excited about that. Let's go take a look. This got me a little even more excited last night from our 10 Antro K2, right? There we are. Hold on. Is there music?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, there is music with that. But look at that. UFD, baby Bitcoin. Okay. These are the massive guys again. Right? Why would we want to get so excited about that? Number one, about being baby Bitcoin. Look what Bitcoin did over the years because of the strong community. And on top of that, some of those people, to sum it all up, that were there in the earlier years, even 4, 5, 6 years ago, right? Where they would get together and have meetups and have a real strong sense of family. Those people miss that. We can offer that, right? And we'll always be that way, right? We are, because we have this absolute special, unique situation that we're in. And what about imitation being the highest form of flattery? Have you ever heard that one, guys? Right? If somebody imitates you, somebody copies you, that's the highest form of flattery. I want to run out here, and I'm hearing this more and more from people in our community and other people sending me emails, sending me DMs, right? Connector said it, though, yesterday. I more and more often hear from the trenches that this is the next UFD. It has Basement Ron vibes, and you should ape well, people. Well, I have news for you. Okay, so apparently out there in the trenches, there's a lot of people saying, hey, this is the next UFD. This is the next UFD. You got to get into this. Okay, well, here's what Connector says. There will never be a next UFD because the real one is here, alive, and grinding with the best community. A dev streaming daily. And here I am again. One more day, guys. Here I am. One more day, right? Here we are having fun. Here we are, right? Grinding away, grit and determination. But the reason why it's so good that people are imitating us is because in talking about being the next UFD, right? It's because the only reason people do that is because we are standing out, right? If we didn't exist, if we weren't on people's radar screens, they wouldn't be saying that. So that's a good thing. And I wanted to reiterate that point to you this morning during yet another one of our live streams. We got more and more of the influencers talking about us as well. This one came from Stein Trade, which has 82,000 followers. And let's go down here. Here we go. It says meme coin of this cycle. Who's the meme coin of this cycle? Fart coin, UFD, and SPX. Wow. Again, we're being put in a category with coins that have market caps that are multiple times where we are. We are so undervalued. And then he talks about the utility coins of the sector. So look, more and more of the influencers are bringing up UFD, and that, despite whether there's some engagement farming going on, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. We are being brought up. Let's look at some art. Our friend Life, one of our critical community members, is putting out unbelievable, and there's a lot of people putting out unbelievable art every day, but this one caught my eye yesterday. Again, this just shows the vitality and the talent that we have in the UFD community. Look at this one. Hold on here. You gotta love it. Look at him. Now that's the unicorn. Look at that little glimmer in the eye. All right, guys, let's pause that, and we'll listen to that for the rest of the live stream. You probably don't want that. Let's do Duster of the Day. Today, I met this person yesterday for the first time. He's a dedicated UFD duster. Had a long conversation with him. He's been around in the crypto field for a number of years. He really gave me some great insights. We did talk. He's another one of the people I talked to about Bitcoin. He shared with me kind of the feeling of the Bitcoin community in the early days. And I don't want to put words into his mouth in any way, shape, or form. But what I walked away with after I talked to him is that he believes in our project, right? And that's the message I get from so many people who've been around for a long time and people who are very influential in this space. They believe in our project. And everybody says the same thing, right? Carne, you are the duster of the day, but I need to look you back in the eye, guys. I'm working all the time trying to figure out what can I do to further, right, to get the word out about UFD. And everybody says the same thing to me, right? And I'm like you, right? I mean, I struggle and I'm thinking, and what can I do? And they all say, just be you, Ron, keep being you. So that's what I'll do, guys. My promise, I made some simple promises to you at the very beginning of this process, right? After I created this as an experiment down in the basement, which is all Susie's fault, because Susie sent me the article. Speaking of which, we haven't turned Susie on yet this morning. Everybody say hi to Susie. We need to turn her on. There we go. Susie, are you there? Over?
I'm here.
You want to say hi to everybody? Give a high five?
Hi.
Okay. Do I get out of the basement for a few hours today? Okay. All right. So for those of you who don't know, this is my wife, Susie. She communicates with me via walkie-talkie. We're very high-tech here in the house. And one thing she likes to do, because she loves you, she loves the community. We're a community. We're a family. I've got a tickle in my throat. I apologize. She'd like to give you a high five. A little Susie handshake and a high five. So there's everybody give Susie a high five, huh? Come on, reach out, touch your screen. Where was I? Yeah, Carne. Thank you. Carne's the duster of the day. I'm sorry, guys. My throat is tickling today. We appreciate you. We appreciate the insights that you're able to give to us and to the community. And I want everybody to join me here in picking up the old horn and install it onto our friend Carne. Let's back to Brian Life, and I'm going to get a drink. Huh. Well, my microphone is on. Okay, sweetie. Thanks for the update. So apparently, guys, we're having some technical difficulties this morning. I have everything set up. I think this one time, this is actually not my fault. I have everything set up on my side, but let's feedback on the screen, though. Yep. There's Carne, duster. That got it. Thank you, Susie. Okay, big news out of New Hampshire for Bitcoin and gold and silver. Let's go take a look at the news we get from New Hampshire. There we go. And yesterday, New Hampshire becomes the first state to sign Bitcoin reserve bill into law. New Hampshire Governor Kelly Ayotte signed a bill into law Tuesday, enabling the state to amass Bitcoin, making it the first in the United States. Okay, let's go down here and have a little bit highlighted. New Hampshire is once again first in the nation. Just signed a new law allowing our state to invest in cryptocurrency and precious metals. Introduced in January, the bill allows New Hampshire State Treasurer to invest up to 5% of public funds into precious metals like gold or silver, or digital assets that average market cap of at least $500 billion in the last calendar year. Based on that criteria, Bitcoin is the only digital asset the state could add. So state by state, we're seeing new legislation being proposed, which will allow state treasurers to hold Bitcoin. I can tell you from my experience in the gold and silver sector, that's been going on for about the last 5 years on a state-by-state basis as well for gold and silver. The individual states, and this is kind of how the U.S. Constitution was written, have the ability to kind of make their own little laws outside of the federal government and the Federal Reserve. So we're seeing that with crypto, and now we are also seeing that occur with gold and silver as well. So very interesting. New Hampshire being the first state where the state treasurer will be able to buy crypto, Bitcoin at this point, for the state's strategic reserves. Today is also a big day, right? The Federal Reserve today will have their interest rate announcement, monetary policy, if you want to sound fancy, right? Remember, what the government does, what our U.S. government does, is called fiscal policy. What the Federal Reserve does is called monetary policy, because they can print money like as much as they want, right? They can change interest rates, print money, do all kinds of funny business. But today at about 1 o'clock Eastern, I believe is the exact time, we're going to hear from this guy. Yeah, the old king of toilet paper money, Jerome Powell. He'll be giving us his monetary policy decision, widely anticipated today that we will not see a cut in interest rates. Okay, hold on. And we certainly won't see interest rates go up, but there's like a 98. Well, we'll go out here. Let's go take a look. I can show you where you can always see what's likely to happen with the interest rate policy coming out of the Fed. This is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, the CME FedWatch tool. And at this point, okay, well, it's gone up a little bit. There's a 4% chance. That's what this number down here is. The interest rates will get cut, but a 96% chance that rates will remain the same. Let's go see what the odds are for the next meeting of the Fed, which will be in June. Does it tell us how long that one is away? No. 4 hours. In 4 hours, we're going to hear from the Fed. So again, 1 o'clock, probably maybe 2 o'clock Eastern. So it looks like there's a 70% chance next month that rates will remain the same, and about a 30% chance at this point that we're going to get a rate cut. So that'll be the big news of the day. Hey, what are some special, unique things about UFD, right? We are 100% community funded. We are 100% community driven, right? But one of the things you guys tell me over and over that you love about UFD is that there's no chance of a rug pull, because I'm the developer and the most I ever owned was, I think, 1.2% of the outstanding beans. I did sell some beans during the first 24 hours before I knew what was going on. Then after that first 24 hours, I made a pledge that I wouldn't sell, first for a month, then for another 3 months. And I've never sold a bean during that period. I got hacked, and I've also bought beans with my own funds, but I've never sold a bean after I promised you guys that I wouldn't sell during those periods. Okay. I may sell some in the future if we get the unbelievable market caps, no doubt. Okay. But I've not sold a bean since the first day. And there's no way. One of the things you guys love is that I don't own 10%. I don't own 20% or 80% like the Trump coin, like they own. So there's no chance of a rug pull with UFD. There's no chance. I mean, I've done a rug push. I've bought beans. Is that what we call that? A rug push? Let's pick up on that, Dusters. What do you say? We're the coin that doesn't do rug pulls. We do rug pushes. I probably have bought more UFD beans at least 10 times over the last 4.5 months since the creation of the coin. So we're the home of the rug push, not the rug pull. But let's look at this news story that came out yesterday about the Melania. Am I saying that right? Melania coin. And there's some serious monkey business that's coming to light with that coin. This came from the New York Post, and they are reporting. Let's get up there. The New York Post, crypto traders who bought Melania Trump coin minutes before launch bagged $100 million. That's from a recent report. A group of cryptocurrency traders banked nearly $100 million in profits through suspiciously timed transactions involving First Lady Melania Trump's cryptocurrency token, according to a report. Minutes before Melania Trump publicly announced the launch of her Melania cryptocurrency, 24 digital wallets rapidly purchased large quantities of the token. So this was minutes before she made the announcement, netting a collective 99.6 million windfall. An investigation by the Financial Times revealed. That's the big British, that's like the Wall Street Journal of London, as I understand it. So they couldn't even do the complete 100 million, right? They stopped, thankfully, at 99.6 million. The trading activity occurred in the critical 2.5 minutes before the token publicly unveiled on January 19th. Wow. So that would be like basically when I created Unicorn Fart Dust, if I knew that it was going to do what it was going to do, that like right after I launched it, before I announced it, we all bought a bunch of coins and they made hundreds of millions of dollars, right? And then sold. Because apparently, I don't think the Melania coin has done all that well. Let's go out and take a look, see if we can find it real quickly. Okay. And here we are. We are at our friend UFD. Okay. We're at still our 20 million market cap. All right. Let's go UFD. Let's go. Right. We're number 771. We're still, guys, we're the number 771st biggest cryptocurrency in the world. But we're out here to look for Melania. I'm just curious. I haven't looked to see how that coin is doing. Melania. Here we go. So the Melania coin has a market cap of 178 million, 32 cents. But let's look and see how it did. Yeah, see how it spiked? Wow. It was up to $14 at one point. Okay, and these people bought the coin probably way down here, right, during those first few minutes. Very look, I'm not making any accusations. I'm not here to stir up any trouble with any other meme coins, but that sure does seem suspicious to me that minutes before the public announcement and the coin skyrocketing, that certain people were fortuitous enough to realize that they needed to buy the coin. I don't know. Who knows, right? Hey, I want to say thank you to channel sponsor Ledger. Ledger is the hardware wallet cryptocurrency security leader, and we're so happy to have them as a sponsor, right, of Ron's Basement. Look, guys, that's how I secure my beans. I love working with the Ledger Flex device, and they've got this awesome app called Ledger Live. Make sure you check out Ledger. Make sure that you don't make the same mistake that I made, right? You want to think about security before something happens, okay? Ledger came and helped me after our major hack, but I'm telling you, you can learn from my mistakes. Think about security before something happens. And our friends at MoonPay, right? The fintech leader, the on-ramp from fiat into crypto. They had an exciting announcement this week. You can now buy Tether Gold, right? It's digitized gold. It's from Tether, the same company that that's behind USDT, the big stable coin. And Tether Gold allows you to buy tokenized gold that's backed 100% by real gold in a Swiss vault. You can verify it, everything, you can actually redeem it as well, but it combines the benefits, right, of holding physical gold with the benefits of tokenization. Make sure you check that out. And the best part is that you can do it all on MoonPay, right? Our favorite, the favorite platform for converting your fiat into crypto. All right, guys, thank you for being here today. No. Wait, stop. We need to look at something here. Susie shared this with me, and this is super exciting. Hold on a second, Dusters. Oh, we didn't do a lot. Horns up. I forgot the whole list. Horns up, Dusters. Is your horn tingling? My horn's tingling. We are going day by day by day, hoof by hoof. We don't give up. We are UFD. We are special. We are unique. We are the only coin, right? With a mission statement. Good attracts good, right? We are simple, fair. Fair. We are fair, right? We are transparent. We are all of that, okay? And we've got something special that we do called the 3-second smile. Trust me, it feels good. When I say go, you have a mission right now, as we're watching, all 500 of us, right, all over the world. The 3-second smile. When I say go, give yourself a big smile. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, Dusters. And have you heard of Crunch Fitness? They're everywhere. They're building them all over here in St. Louis. Massive nationwide chain of fitness. We are doing a community-driven project, right?
Don't forget to put the golden horn on Carne.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Susie. We are doing a massive community-driven, community-funded advertising campaign at Crunch Fitness, and I've got the video. We're going to watch it right now that everyone is going to see when they are at Crunch Fitness, when they're walking on their treadmills, right? Hold on. Do you like walking on treadmills? If you do, and you go to Crunch Fitness, you may just see a UFD video, but really the cool thing is this video is going to be seen by buttercups. Okay. I mean, 99.9% of the people that see this are going to probably like, what's UFD? What's unicorn fart dust? What's a meme coin? This is a massive opportunity for us to convert a significant number of buttercups. P worked on this. I think Sarah was involved. The whole community came together. If I'm missing someone, please don't be mad at me. But let's watch the video. So imagine yourself walking on a treadmill. Okay. I do a Stairmaster personally. It's right there behind me. I walk up and down the stairs about 500 times a day, but nonetheless, you're walking on a treadmill and you see this. Hold on, I'm getting it full screen. Buy UFD. Okay. There's the unicorn. Isn't that awesome? Look at that. What do you call that? Ropes workout? Lifting the barbell. Buy UFD. Guys, this is what makes UFD so unique. My gosh, can you believe what you are doing, what you're accomplishing, right? That was a community-driven project. That was not my idea, nor was DJ Litmus my idea, nor was the NFT projects that have been wildly successful and spread the word about UFD. This is organic. This is from the community. So I'm talking to this. Oh, hold on. Let's install Carne. I'm sorry, we forgot to install Carne's Gold. Do you feel your horn? You guys want to rub horns? You want to rub horns? You want to rub horns? Hold on. Let's ask Susie if it's okay if we rub horns. Susie, are you okay with us rubbing horns?
You do what you gotta do.
And Susie, another high five. Okay. Let's rub horns, Dusters. Come on. Feel it. Reach up there. You feel your unicorn? Huh? Let's rub horns. My hair's a little screwed up this morning. I apologize. Where was I? Oh, yeah, Carne. We got to install your golden horn. Here we go. Are you ready? I need to get a horn down here. I think I have an idea. Anyway. All right, pick it up. Here we go. Oh, it's a heavy one. And boom. There you go, Carne. You are the duster of the day. Seriously. Thank you. Seriously. Thank you for being. I'm talking to you. No, I'm not talking. I'm talking to you. Okay, Buttercup, Duster, Diamond Hoof Duster. And if you're a Buttercup, you may not know you're a Buttercup because you've never been around here. So I'll tell you, you're a Buttercup if you don't own any UFD beans. All you got to do is buy one bean. I mean, they're on sale right now. I'm not giving financial advice. Always be responsible. But that's a Buttercup, someone who's never owned UFD. I'm telling you, guys, I'm telling you, and I'm glad it's making waves because it's true. Don't things that are true sometimes make waves, right? We are baby Bitcoin, and we've got these people out there and in other big crypto communities too, right, that have seen things change, that what they really are looking for is a sense of belonging, right? A sense of community. And there is no other crypto out there that provides that like you do, right? It's not me. UFD has grown much bigger than me, right? Right? It's you. It's the community. It's day by day. It's what we do for each other. It's how we work together. That's a special, special thing, okay? Please like, share, subscribe this. Before I forget, if you're watching on Twitter, retweet it. Just press that little button that says retweet, repost, whatever the heck it is. I don't know, right? But this is unique. This is special, right? And we are going through this period right now where we are building, where we are galvanizing. Everybody tells me, the big people, that's why they keep saying, just keep being you. I know, I understand. I'm an impatient person, okay? But I'm 55 years old, and let me tell you something. What I've learned over the years, okay? It took me a long time, a lot of mistakes. Maybe you can learn from my mistakes. But good quality, good success is built over time, step by step by step by step. Sure, it was exciting when we blasted off to 400 million. Don't get me wrong, right? You know, it's like a drug, okay? But it's not that. We want long-term sustainable growth, and that's being achieved, right, because of what you are doing each and every day, right? And you're doing it. Look in the mirror right now, all right? Give yourself a smile because you're doing it with honesty. We're doing it with integrity. We're doing it as a standout, an absolute standout within the cryptocurrency world, okay? That's the difference. That's the big deal, right? And we're not doing it. I mean, look, we are so different. All the other cryptos, okay, you had Bitcoin, okay, and then everything changed. But for the most part, generally speaking, you had Bitcoin, pure, honest, right, organic, and then everything changed. Big promises. I know, I remember because I kind of, loosely followed crypto. Oh, this is going to do this and this crypto. Oh, big money, big money, big promises, right? And then at the other end here, you've got UFD, right? Which didn't promise anything. We didn't promise anything. No, we just showed up with honesty, integrity, right? Yeah, we want prosperity, but fairness, transparency. And things have been built upon that and continue to be built. I believe the future is bright, okay? Thanks for being here. Seriously, you're always welcome here in the basement. We got a lot going on, a lot to be optimistic about with UFD. The future is bright. We do have unlimited potential. Absolutely. Day by day, we continue. Keep up the good fight, guys, okay? Have a great day. Be good to yourself because it's going to be a lot easier for you to be good to those around you if you are good to yourself first, and you deserve it. Horns up, Dusters. I'll see you.